Have you ever picked up a book, read the first few chapters and decided it's not for you? Or maybe you ignored a book because you think the cover doesn't seem to speak to you? Well, if you have, you might as well miss out on a book that might just be your next favorite book. Hey guys, welcome back to another book review where today we'll be taking a look at The Fold. It is a 280-page young adult fiction book that was published in 2008. It is written by the Printz Award-winning author Anna. Anna was born in South Korea and grew up in San Diego, California. And much like the author, The Fold also takes place in Southern California, America during the modern times. It follows the story of Joyce, a Korean-American teenager that struggles with American beauty standards. She is an insecure girl, especially when she is compared to her older sister Helen, the perfect student outshining Joyce in everything, from beauty to brains. The problem only worsens as their aunt notices Helen's pretty face and Joyce's imperfect face. Anna has successfully created a story diving into the notions of beauty and how they affect us all. The story begins with Joyce. Joyce is an insecure young girl. She is tired of living in the shadows of her perfect older sister Helen. Helen is pretty, intelligent, and responsible, outshining Joyce in every possible way. This leads Joyce to believe that in order to be beautiful, she needs to fit in with the standards. And finally, when her plastic surgery case aunt won the lottery, Joyce was offered a gift that can change her face forever: the double eyelid surgery. She knows that many Korean girls took the surgery to make their Asian mono eyelid into a more American double eyelid. Joyce knows how much more confident she will feel. She is tempted to take the surgery but is held back by the risk that comes with it. She knows the surgery comes with a lot of pain that she must deal with, and she couldn't decide whether the surgery was the correct solution on getting rid of her insecurities. You know, they say beauty is pain, but is it true for her case? Not being a big fan of reading books, I can say The Fold is one of the best books that I have read. It has a well-written story where it began by showing a typical teenager girl's life until it slowly builds up, successfully creating a suspenseful and compelling story. I bought this book because I was interested in one question. On the back cover of the novel was printed in huge, bold letters: how far would you go for beauty? Now, I'm intrigued with this question because I myself was never in a situation where I need to ask this to myself. So I imagine that the main character of this story will be faced with a hard choice where they need to sacrifice something valuable for beauty. When I read this book, I fell in love with the characters in the story. Joyce is the quirky girl. She is a very lovable character. We get to see her develop her own definition of beauty through her relationships and what other people think beauty meant. And every character in the story has their own story, and Joyce comes to see this at the end of the book. And through building relationship with people around her, she can see what beauty meant for them and how it affects them. For me personally, I am satisfied with the ending as it answered the question that got me into this book. How far would you go for beauty?
I was like 8 years old, and then a lady was just like, you can leave, we don't have your size.
And she was like, your nose is too flat.
And so she was like, you know, if you want to have surgery, you can like do a nose job.
The story itself follows a subgenre of social issues. I would recommend this book for teenagers at the age of 12 and above. It's more relatable towards teenagers, but I will still say that other older age groups are also very welcome to read this book because it explores a broader theme of insecurities, psychology, and relationships. This book may bring nostalgia to young adults of their high school days, or help older adults understand their teenagers a little bit more by reading a story using a teenager's point of view. Truth be told, when I first read the first few chapters of the book, I thought it was boring and a waste of time. Only until I pick it up for a second time do I start to understand the story a bit more and ended up enjoying the book. Apparently this does not only happen to me. And from what I've read online, it's a reoccurring phenomena for other people too and other books written by Anna. Overall, I love this book and I would not change a single thing about the storyline. Only the downside to this book is that I'm not a big fan of the book cover. I have to admit that implementing an eye and a fold on the book cover is a smart idea because it reflects the story and the title. Ironically, for a book that has an eye on it, it wasn't very eye-catching to my eyes. But don't judge a book by its cover, so if you are interested in the story and if you are willing to purchase this book, you can buy it right away from your local bookstores or even purchase an ebook or audiobook version online. And that is my opinion on the book. What do you think? Are you sold? Will you buy this book? Because if you're planning to buy this book, you came to the right video because today's video is sponsored by Honey. And that is the end of the video. I sincerely thank you all so much for sitting down and letting me ramble about books. Thank you for watching, have a great day, and I hope you have a great adventure reading your next book. Bye!